Do you struggle to understand or to get control of your traditional grip? I struggled with traditional grip for a long time. Eventually, though, I got so comfortable with it that it became my preferred grip for the kind of music I play. Today I'm going to show you how to master the grip in just 5 steps. And at the end of the video, I've got a bonus tip about using your fingers with traditional grip. By the way, if you're new to Brad on drums, I'm a jazz drummer based out of Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm also a private teacher who has helped many hundreds of students master the drums, including my student Zach Forsyth, who became a professional drummer and toured China with trumpeter Lee Sachuan. Okay, traditional grip. Step 1 is to learn to bounce the stick efficiently. The first thing to understand about traditional grip is that the drumstick is a lever. Because it's a lever, it's very important where you hold the stick. If you're too far forward on the stick or too far back on the stick, it won't balance efficiently. You want the stick to bounce off the drum head and do most of the work for you, and in order for that to happen, you have to hold the stick in just the right place. For traditional grip, the fulcrum is between your thumb and your index finger. Start by opening your hand, placing the stick in the fulcrum, and bounce the stick with your other hand, like this. Now right now I'm too far back on the stick, so I'm going to move it up a little bit, move my fulcrum up. You can see that it bounces a little better there. There I'm too far forward, there I'm too far back. That's just about right. So you want to experiment with the balance point, move the stick back and forth to find the best place to place the fulcrum so the stick bounces effortlessly like a ball. And this is where you want to hold the stick. By the way, if you're really looking to get your hands together, I have 10 exercises that will really help you with that. And these are the same type of exercises that helped my student Matthew Lam win a fastest hands drumming competition 2 years in a row. Just follow the link in the video or in the comments below to get a free copy. All right, number 2. Next, practice doing one single half stroke. Throw the stick and catch it at the top of the bounce. At this point, just use the thumb and index finger to hold onto the stick. Keep everything nice and loose because you don't want anything to get in the way of the bounce. You can use the other fingers to catch the bounce at the top, but mostly focus on getting out of the way of the stick and really letting it bounce. You want to throw it in there, don't pull the stick up, make it bounce. Curl your fingers around the stick. You want to bring the fingers in close to the palm of your hand. Don't extend your fingers like this. That's going to give you a lot less control. Notice the stick is held between the first digit of the ring finger and the first digit of the middle finger. You rest the index finger on the drumstick and the thumb is resting on the index finger. I'm controlled, but I'm not holding it tight. Notice my hand isn't flat. It's actually turned up just a little bit. As opposed to being flat like this, it's turned up like this. That's your basic grip. So I start with that grip at the top of the stroke. I throw it in there nice and loose and catch the stick. Now when I throw that stick, it's all wrist and thumb. The index finger just touches the stick for a little more control. And notice that every time I throw the stick, the index finger and the ring finger actually let go of the stick completely. I just use those at the top of the stroke to catch the stick. It will probably take you a while to get control of this, maybe a week. You can also go back to the way we talked about earlier, where you're just using the thumb and your hand is opened up more. Practice that way as well to make sure you're staying relaxed and that you're still bouncing the stick instead of lifting the stick up, which is what I see students do a lot in the beginning. And you should have the same feeling when all those fingers are around the stick and you're throwing the stick as you do when it's completely open. It's just a little more controlled, but it's still bouncing. Okay, so when you feel pretty comfortable playing half strokes, you should start working on full strokes. So you're going to bring it all the way up. And with the traditional grip, your arm is going to move as you're doing the stroke, but that's okay. That's really the way your body is made. You don't want to inhibit that because it creates tension. Basically, if you inhibit that arm motion, you're just kind of getting in the way of the stick bouncing. And again, this stroke is executed mostly with the wrist, with just a little bit of help from the thumb. Again, that'll take some time to really master, and the fingers are just along for the ride. Number 5, you're going to refine the grip by practicing rudiments or other stick control exercises, just like you do with the matched grip. Practice all different dynamic levels to really get control of the grip. I mentioned a bonus earlier concerning using the fingers. Here are the way double strokes work. So the stroke is starting with the thumb, index, middle, and pinky on the stick. The wrist does most of the first stroke and is helped by the index finger. And notice the ring and middle finger leave the stick. Otherwise, tension is created in the hand. You inhibit the bounce of the stick. And what's happening there is it bounces twice automatically, but the index finger helps it to bounce. It's a very slight movement with that index finger. It's just kind of dribbling it, kind of like a basketball, really. There's very little movement with that index finger. The same will be true with patterns with 3 bounces per stick or more. It's one initial stroke with the wrist, and then the stick is bounced multiple times, and it's helped along by the index finger. So there's 4 strokes. A little slower. For single strokes, each stroke is mostly a wrist stroke, but it's helped along with the index finger. When I start slow, it's almost all wrist. As I get faster, the fingers are involved a little more. And notice I'm still getting a single stroke with the wrist with each hand. As I mentioned earlier, I have some really effective speed and control exercises that I'd like to send you. Just follow the link in the video or in the comments below to get a free copy. Now, did you find this video helpful, or was there anything you didn't quite understand? Please comment below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. Thank you for watching, and I have another video about finger accents that I know will really help you as well. Please watch that next, and we'll see you for the next video.